Yeah, guys. So now let's discuss something called dynamic polymorphism or runtime polymorphism in C sharp. So in the previous example, we have seen how to implement multiple inheritance in C sharp with two interfaces, how to implement it. Now we are going to discuss something called dynamic polymorphism. In this, we are going to take something called an interface called iBank. I'm taking an interface called iBank. So, so this interface contains a method called interest rate. Okay, so interest rate like this. I'm taking an interface, guys. Method void or let's say float or double interest rate. So double is the return type, guys. Okay, so interest rate is the method name. Public we need not write. If you write access modifier, it's an error, and we need to declare like this. So this is the way we have an interface called iBank, and where this iBank interface is implemented in two classes. Okay, so the class called HDFC I'm taking, and here I'm going to implement this iBank interface, and I'm also taking something called SBI. Okay, here also I'm implementing the same interface. So what is this actually? So we have a customer who is having a home loan, is having home loan with initially he took a home loan with HDFC. So after watching the interest rate, like interest rates are less in SBI, so that he wanted to switch his he wanted to portability is available on his home loan, so he wanted to switch his loan from HDFC to SBI. In that case, how do we use this dynamic polymorphism? We will see with this example. So how do we create object is also different, guys. Apart from the regular class name, object name is equal to new class name, instead of that we will show in a different way. Okay, so let's get started with the same example, guys. So first we are creating iBank interface, in which I'm writing interest rate method. Of course you can give I capital letter like this. Yeah, let's switch to Visual Studio. Go to file, close solution, creating a new project. It's demo 25. Okay, so let's create an interface, guys. First interface I'm creating. So go to Solution Explorer, right click on this. So add new item, and here I'm selecting interface. Interface name is iBank. Okay, iBank.cs. It's ready. In which I'm writing a method called double interest rate. Like this I'm saying. So double is the return type, interest rate is the method name, guys. Okay, so let's go to Solution Explorer. We'll add one more two classes I'm adding. So select the class here. First class is HDFC, which is implementing the interface called iBank. So here I'm writing iBank here, iBank interface. Okay, and we'll also add one more class called SBI. Add new item class. Here I'm making it as sbi.cs. These are classes, guys, so that I'm not adding any I before the class name. So iBank again. So we are getting errors. We know why we are getting errors. So we need to implement the respective interfaces. So first we are going to HDFC. Click on this bulb icon and click on implement interface. We'll get it. And here I need to return double type, right? So I'm returning at present the return interest rate is something like 8.3, so that I'm returning this 8.3 here. Okay, so coming to the next bank SBI. Here again I'm implementing the same interface, guys. Implement interface option, select it, and here I'm returning something like 7.9, like that. I'm returning the interest rate 7.9, and in HDFC it is 8.3. Okay, so now the customer wanted to switch between HDFC to what you call SBI. Okay, how to do that? So first let's go to main method. Like here I'm creating object of so generally how do we create? We create like this: hdfc h or my bank is the object name I'm creating. hdfc my bank is equal to new hdfc. This was the old way to create objects, guys, but this time, and if you say like this, my bank dot let's say console dot write line my bank dot interest rate, if you say like that, you will get that interest rate called 7 sorry 8.3, whatever is given that will be displayed. Let's check it out. Excuse me. So now 8.3 is showing, but we don't know from which bank it is coming. If you have that confusion, let's add one line inside this. Just I'm writing for the sake of understanding, guys. Console dot write line from SBI. Okay, loan from SBI. Like that I'm saying, so that it's easy for us to recognize that it is coming from SBI. Now I'm going to HDFC. Here also I'm adding one more, loan from HDFC. Like this I'm saying. Okay, yeah. So now let's go back to this main method and let's run it, guys. Now you will understand clearly that 8.3's interest rate is coming from okay, HDFC. Fine, that's good. Now the customer wanted to switch to what you call SBI. In that case, you need not create object like SBI. Okay, this is one way actually, traditional way. SBI is equal to new SBI, or SBI my bank is equal to new SBI. Then you will get something called 7.9, whatever is given in the SBI. And now you can see the message loan from SBI 7. That's good, guys. But the thing is, this is not a dynamic polymorphism. Okay, simply we are creating object, whichever object you want. Okay, instead of that, what I'm saying is ibank my bank is equal to, ibank is the interface name, guys. This is the object reference variable or object we call it as. New, whichever bank you are with, that you need to specify. HDFC, initially I was with HDFC, then you can write HDFC here. So ibank is my interface name. The object is what type of object it is, that depends upon the bank you are choosing here. So what I'm saying, new HDFC, then this object is becoming HDFC type. No was I have doubt on it whether it is HDFC or not, means you can run it and see. You will get the message 8.3 from the HDFC bank. Perfectly right. Now what I'm saying is, all of a sudden I realized to switch, or the customer wanted to switch to SBI, right? So he need not create another object now. Just you need to change the object type from HDFC to SBI. That's it. So this is switch here. You can switch from one to another. Now you run it, you will get from SBI. We are not changing object reference variable or interface name, nothing, guys. That is the advantage of dynamic polymorphism or runtime polymorphism in C#. Okay, now it is simply coming from SBI and the interest rate is changed to 7.9. So that is the way you can enjoy the benefits of runtime polymorphism or dynamic polymorphism. Okay, so what are we doing here? We are creating object with an interface and a class together. Okay, so ibank is interface name, and whatever type of object you wanted to create, it may be HDFC type or SBI type, or maybe in future you may get any other bank like Union Bank or whatever bank like ICICI, whatever is there, that you can switch just by changing the bank name here. You need not change the whole object type. So that is the power of runtime polymorphism or dynamic polymorphism in C#. Okay, thank you, guys. The next video will see what are different types of classes in C#. Okay, thank you.
Sure.